All right, it's 11:01 on May 13th, which is a Wednesday. We're at the Mooresville Public Library. This is the Fire Department Oral History Interview number 9 with
Paul Cook.
Okay. Tell us about how you got started.
Well, I've been on the department for 26 years. I consider it family. It was real close-knitted bunch of boys. Percentage-wise, I probably went to 75% of the fires. But it was in my blood, and I participated as much as I possibly could. Several moments that I did remember. I remember the preacher at the Central Methodist Church died in a fire. That was outstanding, basically. Overcome with smoke. I forgot his reverend. But anyway, he was the chaplain of the department. Everybody's hearts were out that particular time. Main Street fires, Western Alto, the dime store at the bottom of South Main, 2 flour mill fires. These are larger fires. It makes you think about it a little bit. When I joined the department, we answered calls to the county. Got $2 a call. Time you cleaned your pants, and then the insurance was $5. And if you were lucky, you made 2 fires a month, you made $1. And that was real good, we thought. We got paid in little envelopes. Sam Dean was the treasurer. I'd get to be secretary and treasurer. He was a real good, real dedicated man. And we all loved old Sam. I went in under Charlie Troutman. Charlie was huge in stature. You fellas probably know Charlie. He taught us a lot. He had a lot of patience. We went to school after school, trying to learn a little bit, but we not up to par what they are today. They're doing a wonderful job. We had 2 trucks when I went on, 38 Ford, I believe, and I forgot the other one, but the other one was the better one. When both of them rolled, we rolled 2 of them basically for the hospital, the lower mill. That is another bad place for fires. Up in where the cotton goes through the tops of it, but it catches on fire. But they had a setup down there that they would fight their own fire and knock it down anyway so somebody can help. But we always pull a couple trucks, all we had down there. And I see hospital and the lower mill, and it seemed like there was another 2.8. But anyway, they would come back, roll the hoses, get ready for the next one. The most fires I hit in one afternoon was an electrical fires. Lightning was hitting everywhere around. I think I hit 8. I just stayed up there, stayed on the back of the truck. And we just, there were small fires, but we had to answer them. It was hitting the power line. We was told there was a fire due to a big horn on top of the building up there. They would say, "Bub, bub," and it would give you the numbers that you would call out. Well, if you miss a call and you wanted to call in by phone, your secret word was Brock. And Brock, if you'd answer it, they'd tell you that you wasn't no fool on the phone, that you wanted to know where the fire was. And so they would tell you whoever's answering the fire. And I'll never forget Brock. I never did know what it stood for, really, but that's what you used. There was one occasion there, I think one of the fellows up there that was just shooting code, and it came on, and Rafood, of course, he was a truck driver, pump operator, and he'd get the truck to the fire and get it around to at least to the main hydrant. If it's according to the size of the fire, he could all visually, and wait for a little bit of help. But this fellow up there at Bowman, Grant Bowman was the judge, and he was up there shooting pool. We went down the steps there. We always goofed off up there a little bit. Got away from home. But anyway, Grant answered the phone, said, catch that phone, catch a power phone. I said, we're going. And somebody said, Brock. He said, who in the hell is Brock? So they finally told him that nobody knew what it was, it's just a code name. But that was sort of funny. Is there any questions you want to ask me?
Well, okay, out of the trucks, did you have a favorite one?
Oh,
A favorite truck?
the two trucks.
It's kind of hard when you only have
Yeah, which one did you like the best? Which?
I never did think about it that way. I never did think about it. I would, as long as the pumper would operate, that's the truck I'd like to have, and both of them did. The paid man started out with one or two. I forgot to say, Jim Torrance was a paid man. Lat Thompson, I don't know whether you know what, Lat was a paid man. He came up the ladder. Larry Sweeney was a paid man. And that's about the only three that was in the early stages. I guess the person that I really liked to fight fires with was Marvin Johnson. He was always the assistant chief or captain. He was but Marvin had the guts to, he never did do anything, or asked you to do anything he wouldn't do. If he said, let's go, you follow. And you feel comfortable around him. And I respect what he stayed to come. I respect Marvin and his family. He was came out of the Marine Corps, and he was all Marine. And just like I said, we was more family. We just sympathized whether he was dead. We always went to the funerals in a group. Things like this. And we had a lot of good times too. We laughed and teased each other, you know, and there's just so many good memories, and I respected it so much, and I loved it so much. I just hated almost to retire, but it was between getting a little check, not getting a little check. And, oh yeah, they had chicken pot pie suppers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, chicken pot pie suppers, and we would bone it out there, cook it. The ladies would bring pies. And we accumulated a couple of dollars there and bought a little house down on the lake. And finally did sell that. We could learn to fish or do other things maybe we shouldn't. But anyway, we had a good time. And but we liquidated that asset and had to start this a little fund that we'd get a little check. And that's where it's mushroom into where you are, how much money you're going to get. And it's pretty good, pays a water bill. Well, water bill had what it had.
Yeah.
So, another question?
You went over a bunch of stuff. So, personnel-wise, when you was on the department, how many people were on the department?
We tried to keep 30 on that.
30?
Then again, all of them wouldn't, what I'd say, I hate to say the word, but maybe it's dependable on the
Dependable.
So when you pull up and you're by yourself, and you see flames going out the window, and you look around and see if another truck coming in, these are pickup trucks now. You see, and you finally say, oh, thank the Lord, here he comes. Of course, the pavement has pulled the line. You're ready, they try to knock it down. It's like a sofa. They get it knocked down. And then you go on in and clean it up or whatever. But it's a scary situation when there's flames coming out. The car fire ain't nothing, but you know, usually it's not.
You know, we're up to 80 plus right now.
I'll talk to the little lady up there that fixes insurance for us.
Mm-hmm.
And last time she reported 62 paid firemen at Mooresville Hazard.
Now I think we're 82 now, and that's counting administration.
Yeah. But when I joined the department, there was no Mountain Warren Fire Department. There was no Shepherdston Fire Department. There was no out here on Linwood Road.
South Iredell?
That was not there. So we we've got 150 all the way to the lake and up to Cars Ranch Hill, and trying to help the people what we could. Some that we lost. And this is something else that sort of hurts my feelings to a certain extent. when you fight maybe 3 or 4 hours and you're tired, and somebody, you come in and somebody say, well, did you save the chamber? That tears me. You know, yeah, we saved it.
I wonder what. Mr. Sink alluded to, you talked a little bit about the chicken pot pies. There was he alluded to a little carnival y'all did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got sold tickets, and we maintained it like we set them in little boxes like a Ferris wheel. You set in a little box and just let your tickets out of there. Yeah, RCLE, I believe was the name of that. They would come in, we made a little bit of money off of that too. Yeah, we had a few fundraisers. We just had to sort of get a few things and odds and ends. Most all, I'd say the hoses were kept up to date. Occasionally you'd get a one that might bust on you, but most of them are pretty well up to date. And the equipment was pretty good. And then, of course, along came Pete, who was full-time fire chief, and he had all the time he needed to see if things were done. And all I can say is I just loved it. My heart did that. But you got so much now. We didn't know what a big ladder was. I see you boys out here practicing on that ladder. I said, oh, that's not big. But we didn't have that many 5, 6, 7-story houses. Most of them were like on the Mill Village, one story on one level, maybe 3 at the most. Hospital was the tallest, of course, you could go inside. That was several calls over there that we had to take patients out. We didn't know how far the fire was going, but you go up forth and found it. Mostly smoke. It would be some minor thing or some negligent. Fire prevention is the best thing in the world. Fire prevention. If you can teach people, the public, how to just be careful. Just be careful. And it means so much. It means maybe it could save a life.
Yeah. I never knew. Talk about the flour mill fires? I never knew flour mill.
There was 2 bad ones. They had a setup that the water would not know how it works now, but you started on the outside, and the water comes through on the sprinklers. You sprinkle it out, which is a lifesaver. But have you ever been talking about the flour mill?
Mm-mm.
Go on up there. And it's have you?
Yeah, oh yes.
And well, you can explain it, but I tell you, you can see a lot more. You want to look around.
You can see Charlotte.
Yeah, but that's always makes you think twice and try to. Of course, adrenaline is working pretty fast. Well, oh yeah, I have to tell you. When I joined, I think we had 2 Scott Air packs, and the first 2 there got to wear the packs. So you was really lucky if you got a Scott and didn't. The first schooling we had on the Scott Air packs, you and you do breathe a little bit hard. You have to keep yourself on how to breathe. If you don't, you'll panic, and that's the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But just like I said, there were some stronger volunteers than others, more faithful, dependable, and others seemed like they didn't care. They just wouldn't even come to meetings. So you, out of the 30, you probably could depend on 18 that you could really say, if you're in town, you'll answer the call. And of course, people had to work, and they did. Some of them worked in Charlotte. And, most of them tried to get volunteers that was local, that was available to morning, noon, and night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they pick from. You get your employer to sign a paper that you can go to these functions without being fired or reprimanded or whatever.
Now you was talking about y'all like to kid and joke with each other.
We had a pool table.
What's the funniest moment that you can remember? What's the funniest thing?
Well, really, Mr. Eaves, I don't know whether y'all know, but I'm thinking back to Eaves. Mr. Udi. Mr. Udi would say bad words, and he was well known to say bad words. And he got all excited when we was up there and the alarm went off. And he was coming down the steps trying to get his fallout on and fell down the steps. Well, everybody just stopped, you know. It's just, you could have to laugh. And he was raised and trying to get to the under the wheel, That was real comical, I thought. And I couldn't help but laugh at it. But he was a faithful man for the Bible. He'd been there all his life.
Yeah.
He was a town employee. I think he had power of arrest. He was a part-time policeman. And, Mr. Nesbitt was part-time police and fireman. There's so many memories. And I just think about it. And I love the fire department. I just love it. And that's,
Andy always likes asking this one, would you do it again?
yeah.
You do it again.
I would do it again. But I found out, my grandpa told me, he said, the older you get, the weaker you're going to get. You were right. And you can't think you can't think as fast, you can't look as fast. I mean, you know, this time I can walk backwards, but you know, it's just, things just slow down.
Right.
And that's no place for an older person. But it's under control pretty good now. And that's, of course, you've got the extra, you've got one at Mount Moore, you've got an extra department, you've got one out here on Williamson Road. That's another department that you built since lately, not too many years ago. And that can double up. And of course, Shepherd's they've always been strong from day one. I think they have a satellite at this Shepherd.
Yeah, Station 4 is out there. Well, plus we have a station there
And see if they can crisscross where there's no water. I think you just about got water everywhere and now. But at one time, there's no water. You pump her, you can almost save you have to go back to the lake and pull some more water in and take it to the fire. That just was, you had trucks going this way.
Yeah.
But we had been so, just like I said, the preacher that died due to too much smoke at the Central Methodist Church, that was an outstanding remembrance. I was just trying to think when Henry called me about some of the things that all this stuff would come across, and I forgot. Just like I said, if there's any question maybe that I can elaborate on a little bit.
Well, to back up a little bit, we got to clarify about the chicken thing. When y'all did the chicken pot, it wasn't canned chicken. Y'all were using.
We bombed them.
Yeah, y'all were.
We'd meet at a group down at Hal Johnson's usually and bomb the chickens. And they just take off the bones, put it in here, and put the bad parts over here, and get it out and take it and cook it. And serve it. A lot of this we served it 3 or 4 different places. The last serving was over at the schoolhouse, and we have served it at the fire department, and we served it separately. But you sold your tickets, as I said, you sold your tickets. We prepared it 100%. And I don't know whether they're scared to say anything or not, but I heard nobody ever complain about how good it was, how bad it was. It was always how good it was. And that made you feel good. But here's your money back.
Let's see.
I hope I'm not overdoing what I'm supposed to do.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
The oyster and shrimp eat after the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
Do you remember when that started?
I do not remember, but that was always in the book. So you had your Christmas parade, and then you'd have your oyster stew, what you call it?
Oyster stew.
Or whatever. And but it's been a good while ago.
Yeah.
The policeman came in on it. It's just like it's a fellowship, and sort of a Christmas plus. Santa Claus came and so forth. But that's true. I remember that. That's something else that happened. But I don't know of any other outstanding, basically, that I would like to bring up. Trying to say if there's any questions.
We'll get you in here with that group. I'm sure that will jog your
that's
memory
fine.
and stuff.
Yeah, if that's fine, but I would like to elaborate on the subject that I left the fire department, and it was considered family. We do for each other outside the fire department, you know, if somebody needed a set of steps, we'd go out there and try to solve a bunch of steps and put them on the house. So just anything we could do, or had to run to the hospital for somebody, we'd take our own vehicle and take it. That's, well, now this joined in with the rescue squad. It was started in 52. I believe it was the rescue squad, and most all the firemen, they make sure the room, everybody had to be an EMT, so it took us a little time to study up on the EMT. Most of it was bookwork, and then you had some that you take your old mannequin out there and so forth like that, and get your little certificate. I've got mine at home somewhere. I didn't throw none of that stuff away. Mitchell College would send us an instructor down and things like this, and I don't know what I'm saying, but I went and do them the other day and I forgot what I did. But what was this? It's been time. Certificate after certificate. You know, about 8 hours, you know, you could give you 8 hours or 10 hours, 12 in 1 week. It was education. And if you listen, you learn something. And if you want to go for an hour, you get it. It's like school. But you better know what you're doing, you know, you're going to get hurt. Oh, yeah. The old Kimball fire on Main Street, that's where I got my finger cut and go to the doctor. But Jim Todd said that you got to go, and I said, no, I don't, because it wasn't that bad. But anyway, that was a pretty bad, but that was on a Tuesday afternoon. Everybody was just about home then. And let's see, on Main Street, there was 3 buildings. Seemed like I may be leaving something out that came across my mind that you might be interested in. But that's just like I said, if any of, if you can jog my mind here a little bit, tell me what's going on, that would be wonderful. Maybe we can open some doors.
Mountain Lake. Mountain Lake. The little cabin at the lake.
Down here on the river.
Yeah, talk about how that got started and
Well,
why and all.
I don't know. I don't know who started it. But there were some fishermen who were worse than others. They liked to fish. Others didn't care. And I forgot who was the big fisherman. I don't mind being Clint Rogers. Let's see. Who was it? I think old Martin liked to fish a little bit. But anyways, got 5 of them. And they started. They got a good price. And built that thing. A little piece. You know, when Duke Power pulled in there, you could buy a little piece of property for a reasonable price. But it's not that way now. But anyway, getting back to how I got started out they did argue about liquidating it to settle them out. And there was some against, there was some for, but they finally had the meeting of the minds, and it's up. And put the money in a sort of savings account, and it grew, and then they started, like I said, on this retirement situation, town retirement. They give us a chance to buy life insurance. That's what you got your life insurance. I still carry mine. It's not a couple $1,000. It's not very much. $30 a year. And I hope that I put in more than I'll ever get. But you know, it's always a nest egg. One thing, we get morbid here. I'm not going to get into that. Of course, we all know we was born to die.
Did you have, was there something you enjoyed the most about being a fireman? Did you have something that some of the guys like driving the truck, some of the guys like the dinners and the parties?
Well, I liked all of those, and the general fellowship. The fellowship was so great. And so when we would have a supper, you get invite the family, your wife, and your family, or sometimes it was children. and other times are gone. But the fellowship alone was just great, I thought. We'd open with prayer, and it's a good Christian fellowship. Occasionally now if you get a good fireman, sometimes a good fireman, you think he's a booger, he might not be a Christian, but most of them they believe in the supreme being. And but you get one that's pretty. You have to have a referee every once in a while, just like the police. One that can let's get thinking, get in there and do it.
Yeah.
But most, I just enjoy this, like I said, fellowship. I remember we burned the house. You burn a house every once in a while. You make everything black inside, so you get down and crawl. Well, I got lost in there. They put old dummy back in there, but this fellow from Station was running that thing, and I can't remember. But you get down there, there's a pairs, and you start in, and you just got there back, and I got lost in there. And you talk about a scary feeling. Of course, I had been in it, but not that dark. I didn't realize what I was getting into, but you couldn't see nothing. It was dark to start with. But I was wondering, but get that fellow out. I got to him, and I said, which way would it go? But we started at Longstone. But you have to have this training and have a sense of, if you're going to do it, when you're right.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be. But as I say again, I really that I love the department. I love what's going on now. I hope everything is kosher. I know there's always a little friction here, a little friction there, and it will be. But you have to cope with those things, and somebody has to give in a little bit to make this one happy, and then you can come together. But if one gets so stubborn, I'm preaching, I didn't mean to preach, but when somebody gets so stubborn that they won't move, that's sometimes a problem.
Yeah, well, it is. Anything?
Anything else?
I can't think of anything. So I think that.
We'll let you slide.
You cut me off?